Support the Ramen Raider on Patreon. Thanks to all our patrons.
Alright, hey, this is Hans, and it's time for yet another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles, and today on the show, I've got this. I found this over in Bellevue, Washington on Saturday. It's Monday right now. Monday, the 30th of September, 2024. This is a Samyang Foods product, actually, the people who bring you Bulldog. This is Picantia, or Picantia. Maybe it's Picantia. Maybe it's piquant. Picante? I don't know. But this is a Chipotle beef instant noodle bowl. And I have the bowl here. I have the side panels to look at. Fill the line with room temp. Add everything in. 4.5 minutes. Yeah, at 1,000 watts. So let's get on it. It's, the weather is changing, folks. It is falling into fall. Loose bits, and it looks like textured vegetable protein is opting in for our beef. There's that. There's that. I am curious about this. See, I've had Samyang stuff. I've had a lot of really good Samyang stuff. But I noticed things that were kind of more in the Hispanic style, which this is definitely geared towards. They seem to be a little more, when the spiciness, if you think about it, it kind of tastes like a Korean instant noodle. I've found in a lot of ways, and so it's like, we'll see. This, at the outset, does not smell that way. It smells extremely cumin forward, which I like that. I really like cumin. Alright, water to the line. And we're going to let it have a whirl in the microwave for 4.5 minutes. Okay, let's see. Power level. It's funny, I have yet, I mean, maybe this is something you have on yours, but honestly, I have yet to see a microwave that you can just set it by wattage. Like, I need to cook something at 1,000 watts. I've never seen one. I mean, granted, how many microwaves have I had access to constantly? There's one when I was growing up. It was a sharp carousel, and it had a little knob. It wasn't digital by any means. That definitely didn't do it. It was weird, too, because it had this slider bar, and it had this attachment. You could, like, jab this probe into, say, like a beef roast, plug it into the side, microwave your beef roast, and then have it stop when it hit a certain temperature. Which, I don't know anybody who makes a large beef roast in the microwave. But it was old. I mean, my folks got it probably in like 82 or 83. It's really old. Back when microwaving was just going to take care of everything. But, and then I had, did we have a Samsung? I had an Emerson, a Samsung. This one's an LG. I like this one. I like this one a lot. It goes, that's fun. But yeah, big thank you to my lovely wife, Kit, because she, after we took Mimi on a play date with one of her little friends from school, and she ran around, played, and acted like a nut, and we hung out with her friend's mom, and she's cool. And then after that, we went to Bellevue, Washington, and went to S-Mart. That's right. Shop smart. Shop S-Mart. It's an Asian grocery. I think it's mainly a Chinese grocery. I don't know who runs the place, but it looks like most of the people there are they're speaking Mandarin. But it's cool, and they have a lot of neat stuff. Um, yeah, a lot. I don't know who they have for distributors, but they get stuff there that I've never seen at any other stores around. And eventually other stores get them, but it's like slow. I've found things like they're a year before they've shown up other places. I have a sneaking suspicion they're using a Canadian distributor. That's possible. And that place is packed with stuff to the gills, and they have a rad noodle aisle, and their prices are honestly quite good. So if you're in the Seattle metro area and you're looking for a new instant noodle store to frequent, may I suggest S-Mart in beautiful Bellevue, Washington. And on the way back from there, we saw a bunch of traffic going there, but in the opposite direction. We figured, oh, we'll get there, we'll do our shopping, turn around, come back. You know, it's surface street traffic, so it can't be anything big. Well, took us about an hour to get home. But it was cool because it was a really dark, cloudy day. And further on the east side, we're in the central side. We're at the top of, there's the Seattle area, and then you've got the west side and the east side. The east side is the east side of Lake Washington. The west side is the west side of Lake Washington. We're literally at the very top. So we're in the Middle East, Middle West. I don't know, but yeah, when you get to the east side, a lot of the clouds and stuff seem to filter over to the Bellevue and Redmond area. So that's what happened, and it started raining, and we got this really, really vivid rainbow, and the kids dug that. So we slowly dragged through traffic and got to see a rainbow. It was nice. And then I ran to the store to get kids chocolate milk right before we got home. But it was cool. It was cool. Cool. Okay. I decided to play, whoa, that's hot. I decided to be risky today. Usually I put this on a paper plate, but my luck lately has been really good, and so I did the dishes, thank God. My luck's been really good with paper plates and such, so I figured I'd see what would happen, and luckily nothing exploded. Yeah, clean. The forks are clean. So here is our stuff. Picantia. It smells very piquant. It smells as if it's full of cumin. It smells spicy, but it's supposed to be a Chipotle beef. I don't understand. I don't know, sometimes I get confused why things are the way they are, and I think this is one of them, because it's like, this looks like beef TVP. Generally this is very spongy stuff. It's just so spongy. I'd say leave it out. Really, I mean, it just doesn't. Just double up on vegetables. That certainly always works for me. But this definitely, it's pretty spicy, I will say that. Yeah. There is definitely some decent heat here. It does have that kind of, a little bit of bitterness. Here's a little view of the broth. I'm looking at the screen on my phone, and I'm looking at the broth, and it's certainly, yeah. So it's darker than this. Yeah, it's hot and spicy. Beef, I guess. It's all right. I think the spiciest one of the lot. I got 3 varieties. I got a shrimp, a chicken, and a beef. And I think the shrimp one, or the beef one rather, that one had like a little scale of peppers, and that one seemed to be the one that had the most peppers on it. Decent amount of, what do you call it? A decent amount of veg in this one. Oh, sesame seeds? I don't know. This is supposed to be like Hispanic. I don't know how much sesame seed goes into the Hispanic thing, but maybe some crushed red pepper. Not much. I think that's what we're gonna do with this one. I should have fried an egg. I should have, but I kind of have a time constraint, so no egg was fried today. But let's rotate. Well, thank you very much to the S-Mart. Actually, thank you very much to my wife for bringing me over to S-Mart to get this and give it a try. The next one, I want to thank the kind folks at Miojo USA. That's what I was going for originally. This is a plant-based tonkatsu you would find in the refrigerated section. Creamy tonkatsu, plant-based. And I'm gonna abscond from using any meat, egg, fish cake. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna do it. I really like adding those things to tonkatsu, but it's plant-based, so I'm just gonna we'll see how it goes. Anyways, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one, and bye-bye.